What's it, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon, the lady Ella Ma, and when she's in the house, you know what it is. What is good, Ella Ma? How are you?
Oh, I am always better. I'm always smiling when I'm here. I don't know what it is. I think it's you, Tony.
Well, I'll take it. I'll take
And
it.
I'm sure it's the same thing for everyone in the chat too. Everybody's smiling when you hit that
I,
live button.
well, I'm happy to make
Yeah.
people smile. I'm glad I can make. And I will say this. Let me say what up to my people in the chat. I'm gonna say this real quick. Before we get into this, and we're gonna do our season 3 predictions and talk about season 2 a little bit here. We're gonna go into that, and we're gonna do another live stream. I'm gonna do another live stream later on this week about season 3. We're gonna do a bunch of live streams about that. So don't worry. Hopefully Phil can join us. He knows he's welcome, and we've talked about this, but he did have to jam. He told me so. He'll see if he can get in here and everything else. But let me say this real quick. I had a pretty not terrible car accident, but I did have an issue with my tire in my car while I was driving on the thruway, which I was driving about 75 miles an hour. And, it could have ended bad for me. And it probably should have ended bad for me, in all honesty. How it didn't is just by the grace of God. So I would just say, listen, people, don't take life for granted, because at any time, any little thing can happen to you, and it can end just like that. So don't hold grudges versus people, and let the people know that you love them. All right, just you never know. And
Good
when it goes down,
reminder. That's a good reminder,
yeah,
Tony. Yes.
it almost jumped off. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're on my
I saw the
Instagram,
picture. I saw
yeah,
it. It
you
was
can see my tire.
terrifying.
The whole thing exploded and stuff. But I'm here, and I'm supposed to be here because I'm here for a reason. So that's what's up. So let's say what's up to the people that we see up in here. We got Steph Snow in the building, rocking with us. Megan Smith is up in here, rocking with us. Ryan is in the building, rocking with us. Crypto Color, Lights Tech. I mean, Jesus. I mean, why I
Those
gotta?
names.
He's
Wow.
so long.
They're
Like,
trying. They're trying our. I love the
we
names. They're very
call how
interesting.
about CCLT? What we call it? CCLT. Go with that. My man CCLT is up in the building. Lady Else Ace is in here. Chris Black, you about to get put in the box. Watch yourself. All right. You're about to get boxed up. It's not a funny thing, me in the wheelchair. Peter Griffith is in here right now. Hannah is in here right now. Tylon is in here right now, rocking with us. Brother Fish is up in here right now. Really serious for real is in here. This shot right past me. Really serious for real. There it is. No, not for real. Like really serious for real. I guess we got to put that in there. You got that thing. Really serious for real. It's in the building, rocking with us. Big Heck is in here. Megan Smith is in here. Big Daddy is in the building. Spooky Liz is in here. Lady Ace is in here. Emily is in here. Everybody is in here rocking with us. Truly appreciate you all coming up in here. OW is in here. Any details about from? All right, so let me be honest with you, because I always am about FromCon. FromCon will happen. All right. It will not be named FromCon. I actually got a lot of pushback from the people in the show. They actually hit me up and called me up, and got a lot of pushback from them about using the name FromCon. Right now, although I can use the name if I truly wanted to maintain my good relationship with them, I decided not to use the name FromCon. Though it will be a FromCon, but it will be something else. Like I'm not gonna get into details about it, but it wasn't just the people on the phone. It was the people who how could I say
Are behind the
are
people
behind the people that were on the phone. All right. Let's just say
who
like that.
speak for the people.
Yes. Let's just say like the people who
Yeah.
show up in court for the people. Let's just say that. That's who I was on the phone with, right? So it will be that, you know what I mean? It's gonna be called TV Fan Fandom. And that will be the name of the con. And now I think it's a blessing in disguise, because before it was going to be a From Con, we would have strictly just did From content. But now that it's TV Fan Fandom, we will cover other things from that we cover on the channel. So I've already talked to one actress from Stranger Things, and she has agreed to come to the con. So we'll have an actress from Stranger Things there this year, and we'll have people from too. So we will be focused on from, and we'll have from, but we'll have other content in there and everything else. You know what I mean? So if you still want to call that in the chat and everything else, then that's fine, because you know what we're talking about. It still will be that. It just is now this. It's just now renamed. If you watch Stranger Things, you will know who this person is. I won't announce it. I'll put it on a thing, but I have to do a brand new website. I had the other website all ready to go, but obviously I'm going to keep the domain name for that website from Con, because we're going to see what happens with that. You know what I'm saying? And see if other people try to use it. And if they do, they're going to have to buy that shit off me. All right. And everything else. So TV Fan Fandom will be going down in Nashville next year. Everything else remains the same. So everything I said before is going on and everything else. So it's all that. And we're going to focus a lot on YouTubers and other things like that. So we will have all that stuff going on there. So that is what it is. And that's the update. So
then everyone knows where where it's from.
Yeah.
Where it's from. Yeah. No, it's very exciting. It's very exciting to know. And expanding, because we do have people who love different, not just from, but we have lovers of different shows. So that's great.
That's great. Yeah. So still have the same people showing up. That's not changed. Only thing's changed is the name itself. That's it. All right. So that's what it is. So we'll still have the same people up in there and everything else, and all the events will be the same. We'll just have other shows and stuff. So, we cover a lot of shows on this channel. I'm actually in talks to have someone from Dexter's True Blood to show up. I have trying to get one of those actors. I'm in talk with them right now. So I'm going to try to get one of the actors from Dexter's True Blood. It's not going to be Dexter, obviously. All right. It's not going to be Michael Hall, but it's someone from the show. I'm trying to get them to show up there too. You know what I mean? We could have some Game of Thrones people show up. We'll talk about that. We might be able to pull that off and things, but now that we have it, we could put a bunch of different thing and everything else. But yeah, we definitely got their attention, boy. They contacted me quick. So when you ever think like, oh, nobody watches Tony Teflon, oh yeah, they do. Oh yes, they do. They all watch me and everything else. All right. From that is what that is, and all right. So we'll keep on going and everything else. So Elamar. Yes. Episode 10 aired, right? And
yes, it did.
How did you feel about this final episode?
First of all, I was sad that it's gone. I mean, that it's done. That is the last episode. I was quite sad because we had so much fun, all this time and in between and all that. There were some things I did not expect. The ending, that was one of the possibilities. I thought that at some point this is one of the things that are going to happen. I just didn't know that it's going to be happening this episode. Rest of it in between, I did enjoy it. I did. They did not say too much. I'm treating it like it's going to continue, and I'm just going to have to wait for the next episode. How did you like it?
Now, did you get what did you get what you wanted from the season finale?
I don't know. No. At the ending, I expected something different. I think that was the thing. They showed something to me that was one of the possibilities. I just didn't expect it like that. The whole waking up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they're gonna obviously expand on it. I'm assuming. But it kind of, I wanted different things when she got on top of that tower. Just different stuff. I wanted to see something leading to other stuff. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't bad. I did enjoy it. I just was kind of surprised that they went that route right away.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like, how can I say, it doesn't seem like when you, if Victor's mother saying she has to go to the tower to free the children. Now, she didn't say specifically that the children were there in there, but she said that in the tower is what she had to go to free the children. The only person we ever seen in that tower is the boy in white. So do you think that Victor's mom was going to the tower to murder the boy in white?
To murder him?
To kill him, yes, to kill him. Is he the bad guy? Because if she says like this, I have to go to the tower to free the children.
Yeah.
And after that, we're going home. So we looked at that tower. There's no way they could be running experiments in that tower.
No,
It's just a straight tower to the
not
top.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the children can't be in there. The only person we did see in there was the boy in white. So is it a
Yeah.
good chance that they were trying to kill, that she went there to kill the boy in white?
You know, something this is kind of like completely off other stuff. Like there's a lot of talk about, healing your inner child and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, especially with Sarah saying that is not a child. So he's a boy. I mean, she didn't say he's not a boy or or whatever she said. I think she said he's not I don't think he's a child.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, what are these children actually children, or are they like, what are they representing? But I did not think about her actually killing anyone. I mean, not anyone, because she's ready to kill anyone to get
Mhm.
out. Like I, as a mother, as a person who wants to be freed, we're capable of anything, murder, yeah, or even I don't know what's worse than
Protect your
that.
children. You will. Mama bears will do anything to protect their
Oh,
children.
anything. There's no limit.
No.
Uh, no, at all. But I did not think of her murdering the boy in white. But again, I cannot think of him as a child. That is a fact. I
Mhm.
don't think he's a child.
Well, no, that's not a throwaway line. Sarah said
Yeah.
that for a reason because he's not a child, and I think you can go into the picture at the beginning of the episode. Do
Hmm.
I have that? Let me see. Let me see if I can present that real quick.
And that's a good, as you're looking for it, Dansky
This one.
Dansky says, like, in the chat, says that Victor is not Victor is a child still. So that's the thing. Victor, even though he looks like he's grown, he has a child's mind due to different things that
Right.
might have happened to him. But on the other side, boy in white looks like a child, but
Mhm.
definitely is not a child. So it's
We
like
got
complete
the picture
opposite.
of the boy in white that Victor drew, but when we look at the picture of the boy in white that starts to show, right, right here, and it shows the same shorts. So this is depicting the boy in white.
Hmm.
That's not a
Like
child.
a
That's
grown man,
a grown ass man.
tired
You know what I mean?
after God knows what.
And I would say that I'm not I put it out there before and stuff like that, but this is a grown ass man.
Oh yeah, looks like a grown man. And he's
You know,
holding something in his hand. I don't know. I'm sure you talked about it too. Like he's holding, like in the slide before. Looks like he has something in his hand there. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
right
No,
here,
the other hand. Yep.
right
The
here.
thing. Yeah, he's holding like a knife
Mhm.
or something. Dagger. No, like when you like a cross there, like into
uh,
his pants, it looks like his pants are rolled up, but I see it as he's holding something in his
right
hand.
here.
Yeah.
This right here, you're saying
Yep, yep.
it's
He's
something in
got
his hand
something.
sticking out. I
But
can
yeah,
definitely
he's a
see
grown
that.
man in that picture. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a grown ass man. You know, and with that receding hairline on top of it, right?
On top of that.
So when we look at it like that, I think that's what they meant when they were saying it. You know what I mean? That
Mhm.
that when they were saying she said when she said, "I don't think he's a boy," because I think
Mhm.
that's what it is. And yes, his mouth is of a raven. If you look at that picture, you can see he has a. Did you see it,
Yeah.
Elmo?
I did, yeah, his mouth. Speaking of ravens, I'm actually wearing a raven shirt. I just figured today is the 10th episode. I'm like all dressed up for the show today.
There you
But yeah,
go.
his mouth is like the way it is cut. Um, yeah, it
It's,
looks like
it's
a raven.
definitely
Mhm.
bird mouth on there without a shadow of a doubt. But yeah, he's definitely holding something in his hand, and he's definitely holding. So it comes down to who that is in that picture. Who is that boy in white? Who is that real? The boy in white is
Mhm.
not a boy. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, and everything else. So I do think that Victor's mom went there to murder him. I think he's the case. I'll do a video on it tomorrow. I'll drop it when I get out of work. I'll do a video and put it out there and explain exactly why he has to die and everything else. And he's the one controlling this whole thing. I think he's the
Yeah.
experiment that got away, and
Hmm.
now he's wreaking havoc on everybody for them doing that to him
Hmm.
and to all the other kids and stuff like that. I think it's something like that going on here and stuff. But that's what I think. But as you said, he's not the boy in white. Again, when you look at this thing, we're talking about the boy in white right now, going through him and everything else. I guess that brings us to Tabitha.
Mm.
and the end scene with Tabitha. How did you like it? I mean, she just goes up there, a little boy pushes her out the window. It didn't take a lot to push her out that window, that little
Oh,
boy.
I yeah, I was, I don't like heights. I don't like
Mhm.
open space. I don't like, there's a lot of I don't like, but apparently I'm now again afraid of open spaces and even leaning against the window. How much she's not, a person that has it, I guess, enough, what do you call it in physics, enough energy in her
Uh-huh.
size to break things when you push. And that thing is supposed to withstand all kinds of winds and whatnot, right?
Yeah,
And
like it shattered that glass pretty easy.
what if you get dizzy going up and like, "Ooh, I'm a little bit," and then you push against and then you die, like that. Yeah, so that was a bit iffy for me, but her being pushed, the boy in white who to me looks too much like Ethan, and I'm assuming there's no but like no, what do you call it, correlation between that,
Mhm.
between them two, but he looks too much like Ethan right now. But her being pushed, it was I did not expect that to happen. I did not expect her to actually fall when she was pushed at the moment. And her waking up, it was at that moment I knew her falling, I knew she's not gonna die. Technically, like she will not be gone. I did at that point I'm thinking, yeah, she's gonna wake up. The moment she was pushed, I'm like, yeah, I guess we're getting the wake up.
Yeah, I you could see that a mile away. There's no way they would kill her
Yeah.
off like that. I didn't think she. Now, listen, if they killed her off like that, it'd have been better to me.
Mm.
At least she's gone and everything else, and then we see something. But the fact that she just wakes up now again, how does she wake up? I know. Listen, I know a lot of people want to say that when she fell up, it has to be something different, man. Because how can she just get? She didn't fall through no portal before she hit the
Yep.
ground. You know what I mean? There's no way around it. We'll take the super chat from John Henderson real quick. Thank you so much. He said, "I rewatched episode 1. I hate how Boyd comes at Frank about protecting his family when Boyd was not there for Abby." It's hard to say. You know what I mean? That's a different
Mm.
situation. We're talking about a guy who who's getting drunk in the bar
Yeah.
and not going home. I think that's a big difference. What about you?
Um, that the way it's mentioned here, I did not think of it this way, but I kind of understand what John is saying. The way Frank, I'm gonna call it abandon his family, which at the moment it seems like he did abandon. Well, he wasn't there when he was needed. He
Mhm,
assumed that his wife, she's got it because he goes off and gets drunk, does his thing, and what is it they call? What's the term right now? The default parent. That's
mhm.
the term that goes around right now. Very much relatable to many people. Yeah, she was the default parent, and he's like, she got it. I can just get drunk. I'll be fine. The same way Boyd is like, Abby's got it. She's strong. She will not break. People break. People, they have a limit, and oftentimes they themselves don't know what their limit is until they break, and that's when they need their partner to be like, "Honey, you are not okay." So yeah, I get that. I never thought of it like that, but to me, I think it's a great comment, John.
There you go. So you got you 50% on this one. I'm thinking that it's a little different because he's getting drunk. He's not like he's it's not like he's Boyd was out doing stuff. You know what I mean? Trying to protect everybody and
Mm,
doing stuff with that. This guy's just getting drunk in the bar and passing out drunk where he can't make it home in time by the bell rings. I think
mm,
to me that's a big difference. So I can't correlate the two in there and everything else. But let's go through Tabitha's story. Let me see if I can pull up
yeah.
the file with Tabitha's file and all that stuff, so we can.
And just to add, Tony, as you're pulling it up, like from psychology perspective, I know that everybody has a different way of dealing with situations that are not great, and of course, they're not in a great situation. So, in Boyd's mind, he is more. We don't know the background on Frank. We don't know what he's used to, but he apparently is not, strong enough to be more productive. He just runs away from things because he just, no judgment in general, Everybody deals with stuff differently, and for Boyd, he ran away from the family to be more productive where he thinks he is good at. And he's definitely good at so many things. So yeah, I know what you I am assuming that's different, that because he's more productive in what he does, um
Yeah. So
with dealing
this
with
is
stuff.
Tabitha's first dream, and then we go into the photos of this. All right. So this is
Mhm.
her right here. This should be Jade. We could talk about him in a
Yeah.
second. All right, so this is the second one. You can tell by the clothing. She walks up the steps, and it seems like this the same thing that she's seeing. She winds up here in this hospital right here. Face busted up really bad. Face
Mhm.
looks more like a car accident than if you would have got pushed out the window. Correct?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like scratches, maybe bushes or glass of some kind. How did she do that to her face falling
Because even when we look
backwards?
at the car accident that we seen
Yeah.
her in, she didn't have bruises like this in the car accident.
No.
Like she didn't have that in the car accident. She only got these things right now. So when we seen her get there, it was no bruises on her face. There was
Mhm.
nothing like that there. But now her face is jacked up. You know what I mean? So it's something people are saying her face looks like it was hit by glass. Well, she got a back through the glass. If you're going through if you're saying that the lighthouse, if that was the case, she got a back pushed out. So she would have
Yeah.
landed on her back on that, not on everything else. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't think it would be that from it. Where else where's the file? This one. All right.
I guess that the
And
glass falling down on her as she's falling down and things falling on her after she falls down.
I mean, we look at
That's
it.
a that's a
It
high distance.
it's high, and it looks
Yeah.
like it's reinforced. Like this glass
Yep.
looks solid.
Mhm.
You know, now that is just a remark saying that the boy in white is not a boy, and that's why he has the strength to do this because it does look
Mm.
solid. I mean, they're all the way above all the trees, not a little bit above the trees. They are towering above these trees.
Yep.
You know, they're all the way up in the air.
It looks like a because she went around looking around. It looks like they're, what is it called? On the inside of the volcano. I'm assuming it's not a volcano from the whatever it looks like, but they're inside like this dish kind of thing where there are mountains all around.
Yeah, yeah. I was talking. I can't think of the name of it. But yes, I mean she's all the way up there. You don't survive. It's impossible to
Yeah.
survive. Bottom line
No.
is this: if you really got pushed out of this, you can't survive. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no surviving. There's no nothing. It's just you're splat on the ground. This is the way it is, and everything else. There's no way you survive this fall. So obviously, I have to assume that she didn't really get pushed out the window. I think that wasn't what happened to her. We see her here inside, and it's right before she wakes up and stuff. Again, if this was a real life situation and you were unconscious for 3 to 4 days in a coma or
Yeah.
whatever, the doctors would not just let you get up and walk around. And
Right. Like, how are you? It's like, lay down.
yeah, are you
Like,
crazy?
what is wrong with you?
They will grab you up and put you down.
Yep.
There's no way. So when you look at that, that's why I 100% think it's fake because
Hmm.
there's no way the doctor let you get up. I think this is all this is a fake. Now, was she in the car accident? I do believe so. I think she could have been in that car accident and she could have been in this place the whole time. Like she was never in that from town.
Hmm.
Like I'm not confident she was ever in there at all, or
Huh.
any of them are
Yeah.
in there. They all might not be in there. All can just be stuff transported into their brain and
Hmm.
and everything else. It could be because there's no way. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no way that she's there. She was found by hikers. What
And
does that mean?
especially the time being different over there, like healing, the healing may be due to what, like actually having, like Ethan was healing quicker, maybe because he was receiving proper care at the hospital when he was, out, or maybe they felt like they're healing quicker because they're not actually, that's all like in their head. Like, they're sleeping. That's why, okay, I got injured. I'm dreaming, well, not dreaming, hallucinating in coma that I'm, um, injured. And then, okay, let's move on because I'm still in a coma. I'm not going to be limping for the entire time in my coma.
Mhm.
So I'm healing quicker.
Yeah,
Maybe
listen,
that's what it is.
abduction does explain a lot. The bottom line is anyone who gets abducted by an alien, the number one thing that they always say is loss of time, right? They have no idea where they've been or how long they've been. They have
Yeah.
loss of time. So it could have been a loss of time situation like that if she was and they all were abducted and everything else like that. That's just what it is. And KP says that if they're all in a coma, I'm going to throw my TV. Oh well, you might. I don't
Yeah.
know if they're all going to be in a coma, but I think
Yeah, I
that
mean, it's weird for all of them to
it's
be
hard. Now I know that people
Mhm.
look at that sign in the back and say that that's the same sign that Jade is seeing. It's not. It's not the same sign. I wish I could blow it up as
Yeah.
big as I can. Maybe I could full screen it first, and maybe I could blow it up so you can see right
Yeah,
here.
no, that's not the same.
I mean, you can look at it right here. Let's blow it up as big as I can. That is no way the same side that Jade has been.
No.
No, it's not. It's
I
not.
mean,
I mean,
it looks like 4 lines kinda like crossing with the wave and the line, the
oh,
way.
Lady Ace is like very similar.
I mean, imagine,
That's
only this
not
being
it.
in the circle, and, it's like those roots or tentacles, because I
Uh-huh.
think of them not as roots, but tentacles, like it's like a creature. The entire thing is like this creature thing because the tentacles are, like, waving
I,
everywhere. But that's a stretch. That's a really, really stretching it.
listen, this is not a Rorschach test. All right, it's not. If it was a Rorschach test and you could see what you want to see, then we go with it. There's no way you can look at this thing and tell me that's the same symbol. It's just not the
It's
same.
not.
It's not even
To
close.
me, it's not.
You know what I mean? If y'all want to say that that's the case, then y'all must think that Rodney King was resisting arrest also,
So what
because
I like
God
is
damn it, there's
yeah.
just no way.
So the similarity, like I said, it's the symbol had those like the thick not branches,
Only
roots,
similarity is that both circular shape.
circular, and then the roots are like, they're long and going across.
That's not the
Yeah.
same thing, man. It's not the same shot. I
That's
think
yeah.
I think the Jade's thing ended with the sign. I think they showed you what it was with Jade.
Yeah. It was
When
an
you
opening. See, I thought it's the opening when Jade was looking up. I'm thinking, wow, that's the way out. But I
this,
don't know
yeah,
if it's the way out.
this
It
this is what Jade's thing. The
Yeah.
symbol was what these children look at when they're
Yeah.
getting these tests on them. That's
Yeah.
that's what the symbol is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's no more than that. It's not a map. It's not an image of the town. It's nothing like that. It's the symbol that the children who are getting experimented on seen when they looked up.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And that's all that
Yeah.
symbol was. These children that get experimented on, when they looked up, they seen that symbol.
And it's completely ingrained, like, burned into their mind, and maybe
Yeah,
this is what they're projecting to whoever they're appearing to, like, they're
you
being
see
like this
when they were
apparition.
doing it, their eyes were
Yeah.
straight up in the air and they seemed to be in a trance, saying the same word over and over again while they're looking up. You know what I mean?
And,
And
Ryan, says that that is literally the St. Anthony's Hospital logo. We can Google it, like, we can Google that if we want to. But I think somebody mentioned it in one of the I think the stream that you had before this on Sunday, that St. Andrew, and I grew up I mean, I was always told that, not Andrew, Anthony, St. Anthony, that's the saint that you technically pray to if you lose things. So
uh-huh.
that's kind of interesting too. I think somebody mentioned it. I saw it somewhere.
Cheryl's saying the symbol has a meaning, though, Tony. What's the meaning? I don't know if it really does.
Yeah.
I don't know if it does have a meaning. I think it could just mean that this is what the children seen when they were looking up. It might just be that. You know, it might be that. You know what I mean? So it could be that. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, do you think From could be similar situation to the movie The Village made by M. Night Shyamalan? If I am, I don't know. I get this guy's movies confused because it's they're all the same.
So is that the one where they
Mm.
created a village and a group of people created a village and they wanted to raise their children like away from the craziness, and then they were like scaring them, ooh, monsters, don't go in there. They're the monsters.
Like in the cornfield or something like that.
No, they lived in surrounded by a forest, and they said you cannot venture to the forest. You have to put those signs on your doors. The monsters, like somebody dressed up as a monster, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, they have teeth. They have like these weird branches."
Is
And
that
somebody,
what
I think, got sick.
Joaquin? Is that Joaquin Phoenix?
Yes, I
Is in
think
that
that
one?
he was in there.
Joaquin
Somebody had to
Phoenix.
venture out into the forest, and they realized they're actually not creatures. They're like people dressed up as creatures.
Yeah, and it was all fake. It's a
It was
big
fake.
show, right?
Yes, all for the show.
I think that when it comes down to it, yes, it could be a situation like that. Uh it could be a situation like that, you know what I mean, going on there and stuff, where it's fake and stuff, you know what I mean? Not fake, but you know, like
Yeah,
shut
like
up, like a under the
for the show.
dome situation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like something like under the dome. Like
yeah.
it could be something like that. I listen, I don't think it is what you're thinking that it is in the end. You know what I mean? I don't think that it's gonna be a magical forest. The fact that Boyd called it a magical forest
Mhm.
leads me to believe that it's not a magical forest, right? Because Boyd says it. There's this magical forest going on here. The fact he said it leads me to believe that it's not a magical forest. This is not nothing
Mm.
to do with magic or anything like that. I can guarantee you that it's not like that. You know what I mean? It's more that Truman Show.
Truman Show, yeah.
It's more
Yeah.
likely to be that and everything else. And listen to the movie blog, man. I mean, we have over 200 people watching and only 80 likes. That come on. I mean, Jesus, come on, you know?
Exercise, just click that. Yeah,
Yeah, let's help it
right
out,
there.
man.
Yeah.
You know, help a brother out here and stuff like that. You know, we are the number one show for the fans by the fans right here, doing it for you every
Mhm.
week, and we'll still be here every week and everything else and all that. So, you know, people say about Tabitha, we know Tabitha did not get out of the show. We know Tabitha did not get out. The show is better than that. Watch. I don't. What do we need?
Oh, the show is better than that. Watch. Kamas save lives, basically. Show is better than that. Watch.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's not going to be she's out. Well, let's see. If she did get out, then she'd have to find her way back in, right? That's what would
Mm.
it be? It'd be a situation where she's out and she needs to find her way back in, or she needs to find them in the real world, right? And find
Mm.
out where they're being held in the same type of hospital situation. Again, like the Blacklist. When the Blacklist was there, I remember the episode now. I think it was Red. They drugged him, made him feel like he was paralyzed, and had him in
Mm.
the hospital. In the end, it was just a warehouse disguised to look like a hospital, like basically like a film
Like
room
Mission
set.
Impossible kind of thing when they
Yeah.
put the stuff on and they make
Oh,
the
they
whole
had, they had
thing.
actors in there, and they
Yeah.
had people monitoring, you know, them in there in the room. And if you're in the room and you're not getting out the room, they wouldn't let him up. They drugged his legs so he couldn't get out. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's not like he can get out. He's just in the bed. If you're in the bed and you got stuff strapped to you, and people coming in you telling you it's a doctor and you can't get out the room, you're gonna automatically think that's what's going on. I think that's 100% what's going on with Tabitha.
W Where do you think they're gonna slip? It's like that show, well, not show, that was the movie, oh my goodness, where Captain America wakes up and, like, "Hmm," and then he starts running because it turns out that the game was
Yep.
on from way back. Do you think they're gonna slip? Is she gonna
What?
notice something right away, that something is up?
Not right away because they got the door open and we could see a
Oh, okay.
hallway.
Yeah.
So it's an elaborate setup here,
Mhm.
right? They got the hallway in the door. We've seen pictures of the kids just playing around, taking pictures in the hallway. The boy in white and her kids and stuff like that, sitting in the hallway behind the scenes, taking pictures and stuff.
Hmm.
So we know they have an elaborate setup there. and she walks over there. When she opens up this window, you know, what is that? Has it got a pond in the front?
And for a second, when the way they showed it, I was thinking, "Oh my gosh, it's the Jurassic Park." You know how they had the I'm like, "What are we looking at for a
She's got
second?"
the pond all the way back here. There's some type of
Yep,
water
like an
here.
amusement park.
Then there's a water
Exactly.
body right here. Looks like a
Yep.
boat dock. Like they're coming in
Mhm.
here, like a boat dock here, and then all these buildings surrounding it. If
Yep.
I thought it, if I'm thinking like if this is from town back in the day before all this happened, we haven't seen an
Where's the
area in
water?
from that looks like that.
Yeah, the water is nowhere. They do have that, the pond, but it's further out, and it's like you have to go there, hide. Like, it's hidden. It's not right there in the town. Yeah.
What are these numbers in the chat? What is going
Oh,
on here?
there was a somebody asked, I think I saw something, somebody essay 1 for this, 2 for that. Hold on, where is it?
What is this? 69.
Crypto Color Lights Texas. If you guys think Tabitha got out, press 1. If not, press 2.
All right.
I wonder, what do you mean got out? As in like out and she's safe in a real world? Or got out to a different
Oh,
got out to a different level of this, whatever this is.
I have to take
Yeah.
care of something. Can you keep talking real quick?
Yeah, yeah. So that window, the way they did it, like Tony mentioned, the doctor did not seem like, oh my gosh, get back in bed. And they just allowed her to walk around and she was looking at it. I wonder when season 3, and I'm assuming there will be one. Uh I mean, I'm hoping and assuming there will be one. Um when if the season will pick up with her asking questions about where am I, or if she's gonna kind of like gonna try to play it cool and not sound crazy, and if again this is gonna be part of this experiment of what she will say after waking up.
All right, we're
So
gonna put Handsy so fresh. Handsy so fresh. Your ass is going in the motherfucking box.
in the box. And it's a box of silence. Yep.
There we go. All right. Sorry we have to put people in the box, but we have no choice but to put these motherfuckers in the box. So come in here acting stupid, asking stupid questions like that. Like, come on, man. Just be a damn adult, man. That's all. That now, I'll give you the pass because I didn't block you forever. Next one is the permanent box with the monsters.
This is not a chat for that kind of talk.
No, I'm willing to
This is
talk
not
about
the
things
stream
like
for that.
but that's called the After Dark stream. If you
After
ever
dark.
see an After Dark stream, you could talk to that. That's
Yeah.
where you go.
So there's a time and a place. Just not now.
Exactly.
We talk all kinds of. I mean, Tony and Anna talk all kinds of stuff,
We sure
but
do.
not right now.
We sure do. We're not afraid of that. So we are adults.
Oh, not at all.
And all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But yeah, but dealing with this picture, I just think that I get is this. Well, let's now. I know people are talking about the reflection of the picture. It's not her. So let's pull the reflection up inside. Let me try to get this as big as I possibly can. I'm sure Hansy's so fresh. Love me to say that. And the reflection in the window, right here, right?
Okay.
This right here.
Oh.
They're saying that's not her face.
Well, I mean, how close can you get to somebody from that angle? And there's light and.
I mean, you got trees and shit involved.
Yeah. I mean, it's not making her completely different. Even her skin tone is similar, even though there are trees there. We can see.
And people are trying to say the hair is blonde, but if you look at the picture here, the hair looks blonde in the front.
Yeah.
Right, so it would be the same.
The light is hitting it, so it will look kind of light, almost like golden. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's her.
I think it's
I
her.
think it's her. I think people are just looking for stuff, and I think this ain't it. But when
Yeah.
we do look this close, we can see there's two sailboats in the water,
Mhm.
hanging out there in the water.
I have not seen that
It
building.
looks like a New England type of
Yeah.
town, Maine, New England.
Mhm.
It looks like that type of town. It looks like a old school town like that.
Do we know where I mean, I forgot, I did not pay attention, I guess, in the beginning. Do we know where they were heading? If they ever mention if the chat knows which way they were heading, because
I do have
yeah,
the wanted missing posters somewhere.
okay. I was trying to look for those, I couldn't find it,
I have them
yeah.
somewhere.
Now I was
But
just wondering if yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
escape from this page. I'm trying to escape from the damn page. It's there it is. Whoop, there we go. All right, there we
Oh,
go.
yeah, got it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, it doesn't look like From Town brand new. You know what I mean? Unless From Town really got fucked up really bad. You know what I mean? Like it would have to be like, god damn, like a nuclear bomb hit this place to
yeah.
make it look that damn bad. You know what I mean? Because this looks sprawling. This looks cool. You know what I mean? So it would have to been some shit in
Do you
order for
think
that to happen.
that they're stuck in a place that was before this? That the place that they're in evolved into this, or no? Or rather not? I mean, because
That
this is
is
brand new and fresh. There's brick, the higher buildings. I've never seen that building. It's wide with a tower. But she does see a tower at some point, right? She walks around. Isn't there a tower? Like
in
the
that other scene. I mean, when she was
yeah,
above the inside the
yeah.
tower,
No, no.
or
Like in a town, was
in the
there
town.
anything with a tower in the background? I was just wondering if there was a scene like that in her
Um,
dream when she was dreaming of walking around.
let's go through the dream then. Let's go back it up.
And like you said, in that dream, everything looked fresh, the paint looked fresh. And this episode, what I did love about this episode, for some reason, I didn't, if they did it before, I didn't catch it. But now they had different camera angles, different camera movements. They did completely different, what do you call it? Views of from different angles, the
Mhm.
town. We could see the detail of like, I need to repaint that house kind of thing. Like, okay, that house needs to be repainted. They did something different this time, more like it's waking up
The sky
kind of
looks the
thing.
same here, and
Mhm.
when we look back here, we see the flagpole,
Yeah.
and the building is freshly painted in the From Town, but doesn't look like where she was at, because this looks like the same spot in
Yeah,
From
everything is
Town. This right
flat.
here. The
Yeah.
sky looks the same, but it does not look like what she was unless it's different. Because this looks like the box brand new.
Yep. But I think the box isn't that Boyd's whatever they had in the bag, he converted it into the box. So
Yeah, he turned it
yeah.
into the box.
Yeah.
So everything here looks fresh and newly painted and everything else. Unless it's a different section of it that we don't see.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because when we look and see her inside of this picture, does it match up with her when she's looking outside of this tower?
Hmm.
Is that the same shot, just differently?
See, there were no lakes, right?
That's
We
the
don't
thing. We
see
just
any
don't see the
lakes.
water. All
Yeah.
right,
It,
and we just listen. It
yeah.
could have been frag. What was that?
That was my house. It's my house. It's full of people today.
Damn
Yeah.
crumbs going on in there and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, listen. Could they? I could make up a thing. There's no lakes. Why there's
Yeah.
not lake? Because they frag the shit out of it. That's what happens
True,
when you
right?
frag.
Yeah.
You can always say something like that. I could make up an
Yeah.
excuse for it why not to be. But if it really wanted to show you at the same place, they got to give you one detail, at least positive detail, that there's without a shadow of a doubt that this is the same exact spot. But they have to give you that. And if they don't give you that, then
Yeah.
something else is going on.
The only thing that's similar is the trees. In the picture where she was after she woke up, I there was a lot of green stuff. There was water, but there were also, I think I saw some trees, but not to this extent. We did not see I did not see mountains, and I did not see that many trees. And there's a cliff, that white area in the picture. I Isn't it
Mhm.
a cliff of some kind?
Of what? When
Maybe like
she's
right
in
here. Like if you can you zoom in on this one a little bit in that triangle, that white area,
this
like in the
here,
trees? Yeah. What is that? Is that like a cliff of some kind, right? Like a natural
like this right
for
here,
no, like a little bit
this
lower.
here.
This whole bunch of that is
Yeah,
that's a cliff
that's a
or
cliff right
yeah.
here.
So it's not buildings, it's not, it's basically very, I did not see any of it when she woke up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't show anything like that
No.
in the pictures that she's out there. I mean, you see a lot of trees out here, but we don't see any cliffs
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
anything. I mean, it would have to be back here.
Back there, yeah.
It would have
That's
to be
the
if
only
that was the case.
mountains.
So let's say it like this. It would if this is the same town, this is not
Mhm.
from town. From town or whatever would have to be back where these cliffs are or something.
Yeah.
Because then you would have to have a lighthouse. The lighthouse would somehow have to be connected. Now, if she opened up this window and the lighthouse is right here, and they
Yeah,
had the
we would be
lighthouse
like,
there, then we have 100%
yeah.
confirmation.
Because wasn't
Wish I
Boy
could see a better close up of these
climbing?
cars. Like what
Yeah,
year are
oh,
these
yeah, what year?
cars?
Exactly.
Are
Yeah.
these
But
cars and stuff?
as
And
you're
I'm like,
looking that
wait,
up too, when Boyd was climbing at the end of their journey, he was climbing up, and then he saw the lighthouse.
so
Oh,
pixelated. Though.
wow. This is very pixelated. Yeah, I if there are, car, um, experts in the chat,
It
maybe
just
you
gets
can let
so
us know.
pixelated when look at it. This gets so
Uh,
clear. I would have to enhance the
yeah.
photo, which I could. And I
Mhm.
can get a better look at and see exactly what type of cars
Yeah.
these are. Because these sailboats look modern.
Mhm.
Like
Do
those
you have
look
any
like modern
satellite
sailboats.
dishes? Something to well, technically looking at the equipment inside their room, but just by that,
Uh-huh.
we can guess that it's now-ish, right?
Yeah, the bed looks the same,
Yeah.
like the paper towel holder
Mhm.
is
The
something that we would
lights, the
see
way the
now.
lights
The
are.
lights look like this a
Yeah.
similar lighting style that we would see.
Yeah.
It looks too staged though. Look how perfectly these cups are placed here.
Well,
You know,
depending on the doctor's office, though, I gotta say, I've been to
right.
some.
It's just two stages. You got perfectly these cups here,
Yeah.
face is busted. I got
Yeah.
one here, and one there. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Her face is jacked up. We'll go to Boyd and Abby in a little bit, but yeah. All right, let's start. So, what do you think?
I wonder if I don't know if there's a moment there where we can see the monitor that's, monitoring her and her vitals. I don't know if there are dates on that thing. Again, a stretch. I did not look at it in that much detail. I don't know if there are dates ever. I don't know enough about it, but
Right.
it
So
looks
we
quite modern to me.
we got Ryan says thank you for the super chat. He said can't I did say it looked like Maine. Did I not say that? Did I say
I
Maine?
think so. Yes, you did. You said that it looks like that. I think.
Tandem Maine
Yeah.
skyline.
Yeah. And again, I don't remember where they were heading. I don't remember that. Um
They were going to a park. They were going to a national park.
And when they were traveling, we did see bunch of images of it was quite flat, and if there were hills, there were more like hills versus actual mountains. So
Yeah, it does look like
yeah.
something like that. And there's a lot of boats here too. When
Mhm.
you hook that skyline up, it looks like the first thing you see is like boats and stuff.
Mm.
So it does look something like that. It's not a one-off, but
Mm.
it does look like it. It does look like that's where she's at. Yeah, in fact, this picture 100% looks like this is where she's at.
And if
She's
you're
in,
sharing, we're just looking at if you're, I don't know if you're sharing something, wanted to share something else, but we're seeing her in her bed.
yeah, let me see if I can share
Okay.
this picture for you so you can see it. Do, 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 do. And this would be the one that I would think if it's going to be of any of them. Presents.
Now, I wanted to see. I was just thinking now, like, did we see any light flickering? Because that would be like, oh my gosh, next season when she wakes, I mean, she's awake. She's not gonna go to sleep after that.
You see that now? So
Ooh, yeah, it looks
that's
like even the what do you call it? The architecture, right?
yeah.
The what do you call it? It may be a church. It may be just a building, that has that very sharp looking tower.
Yeah, this looks like it
Yeah,
to me. I mean, even with the
very
boats
nice.
in the water right
Yep.
there. I mean, with the light, with the buildings and
Mhm.
everything all up in here and stuff. I mean, this has to be it. There's no doubt about it that this is it. They're in
Mhm.
Camden, Maine.
Very nice.
That's there's nowhere
Looks
else.
so pretty over there.
And now you got to ask the question: how'd she get to Maine? Now, she was
Mm.
trapped. I wish I have to find the paper
Yeah.
and see exactly where they were traveling from. I know I have
That's
it
a
too.
yeah, that was, I was trying to find I was, even season 1 when I was trying to remember, okay, put those dots on the map because there's a reason why their map is there with those dots. They didn't just say, "Oh, yeah, we know, we were traveling somewhere in this state." They literally put the little pins in there.
So I have it right here. It says it's not even good. It says Arizona. Last seat traveling from Glendale, Arizona to Yellowstone National Park, which is
Hmm.
nowhere near Maine.
Definitely not, as far as I know the maps here. Wow, okay. Um, I don't know
In
how
fact,
okay, that
let's
is a
see.
big stretch. I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
Maine to Arizona.
yeah, across, like, literally. Not literally, but on the angle, but wow. Okay.
Let me see the distance between it. The
Huh.
distance between Maine and Arizona is 3,737 kilometers, which
Hmm.
is equal to 2,322 miles.
Yeah, that's,
That's the shortest distance. Shortest
yeah.
distance from there for them to get from there. So if they are in there and that's where they are at, then you don't just travel three
Mhm.
thousand something. You know what I mean? It's
No, I
something like
mean, she fell from far, but,
not that far, goddamn.
not that far, no. No, 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 and she would have definitely been more of a pancake than, a little bit of a scratch on her face.
Yeah. So all right. So I think we figured out thanks to our super fans here. For Ryan is the one we're in Camden, Maine. That's it.
Hmm.
I think we figured that out. So that's where she's at. She's in Camden, Maine. So let's go with that right off the bat. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
knew it was some. I said, did I not
And,
say that? I just said,
I think you did. I know you mentioned, and whenever you mentioned, I pictured it, to I'm pointing whereas I'm looking at the map. That way the way I'm looking at it and up. So, yeah, that's how I pictured it when you said it. And the leaves are changing there too. I mean,
yeah,
I mean
yeah.
here in this picture, I'm seeing like, oh, that's so pretty. But in the one that she is waking up to, the leaves are green. So I wonder if it means anything.
Yeah, it's got to mean something. Well, it's good. We'll end up
Yeah.
stop sharing this screen and everything else. But sorry, so we figured out where they're at. That she is
Mhm.
somehow in Maine. Now we don't know if they're actually gonna use the exact thing, but it
Mhm.
looks like that's where she got transported to.
Hmm.
So I gotta assume they're all in Maine. They're all in there and everything else. They're all there. So for some reason, this is where everything is taking place. I thought it would be Abbeville, South Carolina, but because that's where the newspapers say they are.
Mhm.
But it has to be that they are in Maine. That this is where they all. I think they're all there. I mean, that's just what it is. It can't be anywhere else. They could
It
just
does
be
not look like
leaving it.
Arizona to me if they're heading that way. I've been there twice, I think, and it does not look anything like that.
Yeah, no,
No.
it's got to be an experiment going on. I mean, obviously, we know we're dealing with experiments just from the kids, right? So we know the kids are being
Mm.
experimented on. And I think the kids' bloods are being let because every time we've seen Jade and we see that symbol, it's blood usually comes from the symbol, right? It's always got like an outline in blood.
And what
It's
Jade was looking at the wall, right? By the puppet when he was just like sitting chilling on the
yeah.
wall. Wasn't it bloody?
Yeah, it was a blood
Yeah.
stain there. When he hit the
Yeah.
tree with the Civil War soldier, there was blood dripping down from the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
So it always had something to do with blood. So I think that it has to be like these children are getting bled out somehow. It has to be some type of sacrifice
Mm.
that's going on with them. They're using their blood for something. You know, that's the only way I could see it, you know what I mean, going down. So it has to be something like that going on with it and everything else. So yeah, I think we have come to the conclusion, but we haven't figured out exactly what's going on with Tabitha. So I'm saying that she was never in this place, man. I don't believe she got pushed out of a window and then all of a sudden woke up in Maine. I have to think she
Mm.
was always been in Maine, and that this part of the dream was so traumatic that she snapped out of the dream, that she possibly was in a coma or something else was going on. But whatever it was, when she fell out that window, I think that's what it is. What do you
Hmm.
think,
When I'm thinking when you're saying dream, I'm thinking, okay, are they all dreaming in the same, like, the what is it called? Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street? Are they all dreaming the same dream? Um, and maybe that's the experiment. Like, what better way than to have your subjects who cannot say no, they're already, out, they're injured or whatnot, put them under and see what they do, right? Put them into
Alma?
place where they can get out. They're technically in a coma. They may be put under what is it called? Like in the induced coma, medically induced coma, and just have them,
Uh-huh.
do their
Hey,
thing and put them in the
let
same.
me. There's
Yeah.
people in the chat. Let me go through it real quick with
Mm.
y'all in the chat. I see y'all. Don't think I don't see you. All right, Aquabud saying no, Tony. The ball guy's an alien. No, I'm not saying this is not being. They're not being held captive by aliens or nothing like that. So don't think. I know you. Maybe you're making a joke by saying it and everything else, but you know what I mean. I ain't worried about it. I know it has something to do with aliens. I ain't worried about that at all. That's not it. Puerto Rican says she ain't escaped, bro. It ain't real. What do you mean she ain't escaped? She escaped. She's never she was never there. If they were there, she's not there. She escaped whatever they're doing to them for a second, and they always woke her up for something else. Hey, I'm telling you something going. We're gonna see Kenny's mom come out as a nurse or something, or a doctor when it's all said and done. You know what I mean?
Um,
When
hmm.
it's all said and done, you know what I mean? You're gonna see something like that. No, the hospital is definitely, it could be fake. There's no doubt the hospital could be fake.
What if, like, in the next season when she starts, if I'm assuming she's gonna hopefully get outside that room, what if she walks by, somewhere, and then she looks in her room and there's somebody we know and they're in a coma? Like, that
Hmm.
would be freaky. Like, to if she sees, because so far I was looking at, okay, do we know that person? Is the doctor somebody we know? Do we even know the last names of these people there? Like, maybe this is them aged or aged up or something. I wonder in season 3 if they're gonna if Tabitha's gonna come across somebody who looks like the person she knows.
Hmm.
Uh, Either walking around or being one of the patients, or even somebody who died that we know that they, like the guy who committed suicide by hanging himself. I don't remember how he looks like.
What
Um,
is that name?
but then, what if he's there somewhere, like, recovery after.
I
Yeah.
got a super chat from Fernandez. Thank you so much. He said, we still on aliens, nothing changed. Hey, you goddamn right, nothing changed. Don't worry about that. Don't worry
Well,
about it.
I as far as aliens versus magic versus just scientific experiments of non-aliens, um for me, I will be happy as long as it all makes sense and it's not some cheesy ending that that they all wake up and it's been nothing and that they were all dead all this time. That would not be fun.
It's that, I mean, that name, I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying Hebrew, blessed. That Brody name in Hebrew means well of God or blessed. The name symbolizes ditch or muddy place. Mostly given to men. Could be a surname though. Brody surname. She didn't look Jewish. It's a surname of Jewish or British origin. And Brody is found in Hungary and Polish name. So it's both of those things. Oh, LMR just turned the camera off for a second. I didn't realize that. Sorry about that. I would have I should have probably been looking up at something like that. People say LMR is on to something. Do you think so? What is it that she's on to? Is that an hospital in real life in that town? Is it a real life hospital they shoot on location? If you're saying, I'm not sure if they did that or anything else. Maybe it's quite possible they did. It is a real life, but it could have been something else. Let's say Ghost, I just want to see Don Tony eat that hot chip. He gets so many subs. Totally not. You think I get subs for eating a hot chip? You think they say, hey, he ate the chip. Let's subscribe to his channel. Listen, subscribe to the channel, get me to 100,000 subscribers. Eat the fucking hot chip regardless.
Where would you get that chip like that? Is it just
you buy it on Amazon? That's all right. You give me 100,000.
Do you get different flavors? Not that you'll need to eat it, but are there different flavors of that chip?
It ain't worried. I ain't really worried about it. Number one, I would say that I am used to hot things. I like hot sauce, Tabasco sauce. I've eaten hot chilies before. I've eaten extremely hot shit before. It wouldn't be the first time that I've ever eaten something hot. So I'm used to it. You know what I mean? So I could tolerate a lot. Not saying I could tolerate that. I will have a cup of milk on standby. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens and everything.
Full like percent. Like apparently it's the fat and dairy that binds to the things there.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, and I've done it in the past where I had too much. I put too much hot sauce, where I literally milk did not help me. I literally had to take. It was I think some kind of taco with something, and they had sour cream. I literally had to take a teaspoon of sour cream. It saved me. It saved my yeah, that was good. Not that you'll need it, Tony, right?
Listen, we'll see. Maybe I do or maybe I don't. But when it's done and everything, that's what's gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Brucey said stuff on TV. Let's go with your theory. And what do you think happened to Tabitha? If you think the hospital, but I think that my theory still stands. This has got to do with alien technology. Either the humans have captured an alien, they have used Jade's algorithm to make a wormhole. That's how they're able to transport things, whether they use the wormhole to capture an alien or they went too far and the aliens are doing experiments on them. One or the other is happening here. And that's what it's going on here. So it's either the aliens are doing experiments and running them or the aliens themselves are captured by humans. I think most likely it's the aliens that's been captured by humans. Because humans usually turn out to be the shitty species when it's all said and done. You know what I mean? So that's what I think is going on and everything else there and all that. So that's what it is. And now I think that something that's happened to her, but she made it too far. Like you're not supposed to get to that lighthouse. So they had no choice but to bring her out of whatever she was in and put her in a situation to get her out of there. And that was it. They would have kept her where she was at, but the fact she made it to that lighthouse, it triggers something that they had no choice but to put her in this place, and now they're running another con on her right now.
You know, the way you described it, it reminded me of a game from way back a long time ago. I think it was called Zork or something like that. Not the original, the second one. And there were different CDs back then where you would put in, and if you press whatever one CD, you'll be taken to a completely different world that was connected through time and other things. So I wonder if that happened by going to a place where that stuff happened. So I wonder if she went to a completely different area like she did, but I still think it may be not the real world. I still think it's an experiment of some kind. How she reacts to waking up.
Miss T says, why didn't they do more to stop Tab from getting to the labs? When we look at Boyd and Sarah, they traveled that whole shit on foot.
Mm.
So they had time to make the rain start. Like that whole the
Yeah.
rain and everything else, that's all being controlled by someone at a control panel saying thunderstorm, poof, and hitting it. And because that's it, and
Yeah.
stop thunderstorm. Because that doesn't just come and go as fast as they
Yeah.
did. They did that, and that's why the boy in white is dirty. You can just tell by that and everything else. You know what I mean? Because the boy in white said, "Hey, go inside this tree. They're mad at you. This is the only way you'll be safe." You didn't have to believe him. Only thing that was happening was there raining. It was just rain. So you're saying like,
Mhm.
oh, they're mad at you. More stuff is gonna happen. What's gonna happen? What did we see
Mm.
that what was gonna happen to them? All it was they're gonna get soaked. Well, I mean,
I
that's the
mean, they
only
were
thing that was
climbing up.
happening.
The worst that can happen, it can be like a torrential fall of like rainfall or like
Uh-huh.
wind, or they can. I mean, what else they can? You're right. Like they couldn't unless somebody went there and did something to them. They can only mess with nature or whatever the nature looks like to them.
You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, she got transported right to the door.
Mm-hmm.
So they couldn't stop her. You know
That
what I mean?
shortcut. Yeah.
Yeah, she got right to the door, and that was it. So there was no chance for them to do all that shit. She's
Yeah.
there. If they would have took the bottle tree, they would have been right there, and they would have just been able to go right through the door. There's no chance to make the rain come and all that other shit. So I think
Hmm.
that's what happened. And she got caught again. Victor's mom didn't make it. They killed her right outside of the tree before she can get in
Did
it.
did Victor say because he didn't say what killed her? He just
Nope.
said that he didn't make it.
She just said she didn't make it.
Yeah.
Peace out, Emily. Thank you for staying and rocking with us for as long as you could. We have over 270 people up in here rocking with us. Hit the thumbs up for your boy and your lady over here, right here. You know what I mean? Number one show for the fan by the fans. Don Tony Teflon, Lady Elamar up in here and everything else. Escaping from podcast with Phil the Issues guy. Make sure that you go and find that on all streams and everything else. We've been doing very well. I've seen the numbers of it. And we've been doing very well on it and stuff. So we're going to keep
Nice.
the podcast going and everything else and all that good stuff. And all that stuff over there. All right. So, and happy hump day to the Frumley out there and all that good stuff. Happy hump day to you.
It is a Wednesday. It's so nice. Almost there. Almost there.
You were saying Tony would love it. What would I love? I would love what? Don't tell me what I you guys. There's a lot of things you don't know what I love. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's part of the other.
Oh, yeah, the guy who put it in the box. I wouldn't love what he was asking for. No, thank you. I wouldn't love that at all. I'm not into that stuff at all. That's not for me.
Oh, goodness.
No bueno. No bueno. All right, it's not going down. Everything else. John Rivera says, I think they're trying to tell us what happened to the people when they fall into a coma. Where do we go while our body is just laying there? Our spirit, astral projection goes. All right, so this would be the problem with the coma. You know what I mean? And stuff. The problem with the coma situation would just be how are they all seeing the same dream in the coma?
Yeah.
You know, if you want to, unless it's some type of inception situation where they're all plugged into the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
That would be it, because they all got the same exact dream. They're all in the coma and dreaming the same dream. They're all together in the same dream and everything else. And when one leaves, they go off and they and come back and everything else. You know, I think it's some type of astral projection. It could be some fake projection. When you see Abby come to Boyd, she glitches in and glitches out. Like sometimes you see it and she glitches, but she's still able to physically touch him. Like she touches him when he's inside the thing with Boyd. And thinking of Boyd, let's bring up the picture with Boyd, because I did have some issues with that thing with Boyd, in all honesty, me personally. I don't know if you did, but I had some issues with the storyline that they tried to show Boyd.
For episode 10 or a general?
Yeah, for 10. This right here.
Okay.
I just didn't. This is so what they're trying to. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, or anything else. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. I'm not sure, but from what they're trying to, what I took from it was that when he lit that torch in that spot, he was able to be transported into that place.
Okay.
When he left that spot, he had that torch lit. So how the hell did he get out?
Didn't he drop it?
No, he
He
took it
didn't.
and he put it out after he got out because the monsters were walking around and he didn't
Oh,
want
so
them
he
to
all
see
of a sudden holding it, all of a sudden it disappears. It's still lit. He's still holding it, and then just the
it.
image is changed, right? And
Yeah.
then he put it out because he was out there walking around like being
When he was
visible.
walking back at night and then the
Huh.
monsters were walking around the woods, he didn't want them to see it, so he put it out.
Hmm. At
But
what point did the music box stop? I don't remember that part.
in this episode, when
No,
he
no, no.
smashed it,
No, when he was there originally. Did the music box stop and then bunch of stuff happened? Then because
it
I don't
stopped
remember.
right before Martin died.
Okay.
Because he
Okay, so
says,
it's
we're too
not
late.
that.
And then that's when he touches it. We're too late. He
Hmm.
scratches his arm. He transfers everything into his body. Then he
Uh,
dies and everything else.
yeah.
You know
I
what I
wonder
mean?
if we're like looking too much into it because we are like dissecting it and looking for, clues and stuff. Maybe this is something that they might have missed. Uh, to me, it would make more sense if he would be like startled by something and he dropped it the moment it left his hand originally. That's when everything just, went back to be normal or whatever normal is there. Maybe they just missed it. It would just make more sense to me if that would have happened.
All right, so Luna, thank you for the super chat. Luna, she goes, this is an experiment done by futuristic humans, done by a psychological test. Quantum physics are involved, hence time fold happening. I mean, you're saying what I'm saying, just taking out the
Yeah.
aliens.
Yeah, and the thing with the whole quantum physics,
Go ahead.
yeah, with that is what's the bartender's name? Tom?
Yep.
Tom say it's not unnatural, it's just not familiar, whatever
Yes.
he said. And that's the thing. I mean, like even quantum physics, it just seems unnatural to us because we experience this physics, whatever this is called, the other physics. The quantum physics is like the stuff we don't see, we are not aware of. So whatever they're experiencing, it was kind of cool. Again, this is not Tom talking. This is Jade realizing that it's not like it's natural. It's just not something that they're used to.
Yeah,
So that was kind of
I
a vibe.
agree that it's a test. I agree that there's quantum physics, but it's alien technology that's doing this.
That's enabling it. Yeah,
Yes,
that's making
without
it
a shadow of a
possible.
doubt. That's what.
I mean, I'm not
No
saying
doubt.
yes, I'm not saying no, but I see what there are
You
too
said
many
yes. I heard you.
references. No, I'm saying there are too many
I heard you.
references
Don't
to
get
to
scared.
to aliens. There are too many things like the star thing,
Yeah.
the thing. There are too many things. Like, why would they do that? Like, it's right in our faces.
It is. There's no doubt about
Too
it. It
much.
is what it is. People just don't want to believe it because they don't like it and everything else. So yeah, I agree with you, Luna, partly, 100%. But I agree with you partly, and I think you're partly there. Maybe both of us are there, and we just a little bit of a little bit of that, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's going to be when it's all said and done. You'll see. I'm not even worried about that and everything else. Let's see if we have anything else. So yeah, so when dealing with Boyd in that whole situation and the torch, I know people saying, "Oh, they let him leave with the torch because he had the worms in him." It's the fact, how did he leave? If lighting the torch accesses you to this place, how do you leave with the torch lit? You should have to turn the torch off to get out.
Yeah, or even holding it. That was the thing. Not just lit, but I was thinking dropping it. But he was obviously holding it and lighting it. Right? When he got there, when he got back.
He lit the torch and he was transformed right back in there.
Yeah.
So it's the lighting of the torch that got him there. So the fact that he was able to leave with it lit is a suspect. He should have had to put it out then.
What do you think about what happened? Is it something that they missed, or is there a meaning behind it, Tony?
All right, 1 second, because Puerto Rican, I don't think you get what I'm saying. He said because he left his own. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I'm saying that, you know what I mean? I'm saying that he's inside the place with the torch. Yeah. Then he leaves. The torch is still lit in the same spot he was standing, right?
Yeah.
So he should have been transformed back into that spot because he had the torch lit while he was standing in that spot. But instead, he was able to walk away from that spot with the torch lit
Mhm.
and nothing happened. And then he goes back to that spot and lights the torch, and he goes back in it. So when he left with it torch lit, he should have been transported right back inside again because he was standing right in the same spot. If that's
S
what got him in there, that's what I'm saying.
mm. So the torch, I wonder if so they could have gone different ways with it. Like the torch could have been just like a way of traveling back to wherever that was, not to a place, but I'm sorry, when that was, like back in time or wherever in time. Um, Not transporting him in the distance, just in time. So let's say he lit the it was dark and, in the town, and he wanted to light that torch. Would it take him to a different time in the
Mhm.
town, or did it just work for that area? Or can he,
Uh,
like, light it up and, like, go and, like, "Oh,
Let me
let's see
try to
how this
explain it.
looks."
I'm gonna try to explain this to people because I don't see. Brittany's
Yeah.
saying that I don't necessarily think the torch is a mistake. When he leaves the four walls with the torch, the structure disappears. He doesn't walk back into the space and have it reappear. All right, so let's go through it real quick. So I'm just gonna do this
Mhm.
one time. All right, we're gonna use my glass as an example
Mm.
of the torch. All right, that's what we're gonna use. Let me just
What's
go
in
there.
that glass, Tony? It looks nice.
This
I've never
this,
seen that
this
color
is this is
before.
water, vodka, and Mio.
Ooh,
Water,
fancy.
vodka, and a squirt of Mio in there.
Hmm.
2 squirts. All right. So let's just say that when this glass is full, like this, it allows me to be in this seat, right? I'm in the seat with this glass full. Now, when the glass is empty, I'm not in the seat. So when Boyd, right, and then when I fill it up again, I somehow make it back into the seat. But the
So
difference
space
between
travel.
yeah, the difference is what when he left with this thing in there, he was in the structure space with the torch. So if lighting that torch is what transported him back to the space, when he left
Hmm.
that space, he should have been automatically transported right back there because the torch was still lit. You understand what I'm saying? He would have had, if the torch lighting is what put him in there, he's in the same spot. He leaves with the torch lit. He's standing right in the same spot. He should have automatically been whoop, pulled right back into that spot
Hmm.
because it was lit. So the torch should have been unlit when he left in order for him to
Yeah.
go into that spot. It should have been unlit, and that's why he got transported out. And then he lights it in that structure and he goes right to it. That's the way it is. Y'all are just not understanding what I'm trying to say for whatever reason. I'm trying to explain it to you. I don't want to say it in a bad way, but that's the best way I can explain it to you. Let's take a super chat here. It says, if it turns out to be something like alien, fae, extraterrestrial fairies, I'm a find a fight all the producers. It's not going to be nothing to do with fairies. I promise you that. You don't have to worry about that, John. I think we good on that one. But I would fight. I would join you in everything else. Listen, he did not leave with the torch unlit. He left with the torch lit.
Yeah, he was walking around, and I think we were thinking, "Why is he walking with that? It's dark. He's gonna be seen. The creatures can see him." So I think he was walking. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was walking through the forest with a torch.
Again, so let me maybe this. So Brewski says, I understand, Tony, but again, the entity pushed Boyd out with onto. Yeah, he may have pushed him out with the torch, but the fact that it was still lit when he was in that same spot, he should have been transported right back into where he was at, because it was the lighting of the torch is what got him there. So as soon as they pushed him out, it should whoop, sucked him right back in because he's in the same spot with the lit torch. So he should have been like, oh, I'm back in here. Let me unlight this motherfucker and I can't go back in it. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. If the torch, and it's not a torch, it is a teleportation device disguised as a torch. That's what's going on in this whole thing. Rebel Eric, thank you for super chats. Alien, boogeymans, or witches, tarot cards. What's more likely? It's more likely, in my opinion, to be aliens than any of those things. The tarot cards, it's a great theory, but I don't see enough physical proof in the show that tells me that that is what it is. I need more physical show proof that says that this has something to do with I have not seen one tarot card in this show, not even for fun. Seen playing cards, of course, you're gonna have playing
Yeah.
cards, but not I need to see at least one tarot card.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, people
as
people
Christina say,
yeah,
like a loop. You're right.
yeah.
That's what it'd be a loop. He'd be and whoop 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 back in it because
The
again
thing
because it's
yeah.
hidden.
The thing
You know
about
what I
tarot
mean?
is that it's all a loop. You go in a circle, it goes over, you repeat it, and just repeat different things, but you keep going on and on, and you're progressing through different levels. But yeah, I have
Miss
not seen a tarot card. I know people can read tarot with regular cards, but I have not seen a tarot
mhm.
card there. Yeah.
Miss T says the worm stopped boy from going backward. I mean, listen, that's a grasp at straws if I ever seen one. I can't tell you that that's not the case. Of course I can. But that seems like a really big grasp right there.
For which one? I did not catch it.
You said that the reason why the torch didn't transport him right back was because he had the worms in his body.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I mean, I can't tell you that it's not. There's no way I could say it's not because it could be the case. But that seems like a really desperate grasp. Like you trying to disprove what I'm saying instead of just saying, you know what, told you right. It doesn't make any sense. That thing just didn't make sense at that particular time. It really did. It's overlooked probably by the writers. In all honesty, they probably didn't think it that through and everything else. But it is definitely what we call plot hole.
yeah.
This seems like I'm trying. You trying. You try. You definitely are. You know what I mean? But it definitely seems like it's a plot hole that they fucked up on that one and all that. So you know that's just what it is when it comes down to. That's why I didn't really like particularly like that. You know what I mean? And all that. But it's no doubt that's a plot hole, and you can't
I
explain
wonder
that away.
why they do that too. I mean, they have so many great people working before the show is even released and looking at all that stuff, and I'm sure having so many eyes on it, somebody would have caught it. But I think all this speculation and such brings fandom kind of like to talk about it, like we are right now debating it, having hours and hours on guessing stuff. So I wonder if they actually saw it, did not care about it, or saw benefit in actually leaving it so we can talk about it later. So,
Bo here is saying, can we say Martin is the man in black? Who's the man in black?
um,
We haven't seen the man in black at all. We
no,
have not seen anyone in black to call him the man in black. We have not seen that at all. You know what I mean?
mm,
We have nothing to say that there's a man in black. I haven't
mm,
seen the man in black. I haven't seen a guy dressed in black. I haven't seen anything that suggests, if you say a
mm.
metaphorical man in black, like from other shows,
Yeah, I
we
wonder.
can't say that. I haven't seen anything
Will
else with the
Smith
man in black.
is
Yeah.
the man in black.
Only thing we know about the
Yeah,
men in black is that it has to do with aliens, god damn
yeah,
it.
like well,
Aliens, aliens. That's what
or
it is.
Westworld, which is technology.
And
Who
technology.
knows?
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It all comes back to aliens, people. Hey, you can hate it and everything else. Oh, Taryn said there was a man in black. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, but you gotta prove that there's a man. You could say it, but we haven't seen it. The man in black is a drawing for now. What drawing did we see that there was a man in black?
No, unless it was no, I didn't
No, there
see.
was no man
There was a
drawn.
boy like
There's no
in
man
white.
drawn in black. No man in drawn in black
Yeah.
that we've seen in them. I looked at them drawing 1,000 times. There's no man in a black outfit drawn in there. So we'll have to just keep going. We're gonna find out and everything else. You know what I mean? As John Haymaker says, you can call Madam Cleo and the Psychic Friends Network. You know, she's there to help you with all your stuff. Damn Madam Cleo. I used to hate that commercial when it came on everything else.
I don't know of it. Wow. People interesting.
People say, yeah, y'all just trying to stir up Tony. They are trying to stir me up, right? They love the and everything. Bo's like the photo you got. What photo do I got of the man in black? What
Hmm.
photo is? I have no photo of a man in black. One of Victor's drawings. Look it up. Well, you don't tell me what to do. Well, all right, but we will humor you, and we'll see if there's a man in black. Let's go through it. Let me pull up the photos again because I'm here for the people. We'll stop showing that one and let me present another
Okay.
one and see if we can find the man in black. Let's see if we can find it. If we can find it, I'll be the first to try to find it. I'm about that life. This is Victor's photos. Let's go right here. All right, let's go through it. Of the man in black. Let's see if we see a man in black in the photos. This?
Well, that's
Is this what they think is the man in black? Is this
that's
what they're
more like
calling?
the creature
Is
from
that
the
what they're
village.
saying? Is this it? Is this what you're saying? This is the man in black? Is this it right here? I want to know. Is this the man in black right here? Is this what they're trying to tell me?
Miss T says no.
That's what I think. They think the man. Is this it?
In the woods.
Because this ain't no damn man. If this is what you're saying, then y'all got to. Someone crypto is saying yes. This is the man in black. This ain't no damn man in black. We don't even know if this is a man. It looks
Fandom
like
D Saint says Lost reference. Was there a Man in Black? I have not seen Lost. I just heard of it.
Yes, there was a man in black in lore.
Okay.
I mean, if this is the man in black, then y'all are surely mistaken. Number one, it doesn't even look like a man. If you want to say the guy underneath his feet, right here is the man in black who looks like it being a silhouette. But this is not the man. This is more like a Grim Reaper type character than the man in black. You don't even know if this is a man. This looks like a cloak with hands coming out. So if that's it, then that's really weak right there. Again, here's a better picture of the guy going down the steps right here. Maybe this is the man in black element they're talking about. Yeah. This guy falling down the steps. Maybe he's the man in black. I'll go on and see if there's anything else. That's the last. No, it's a couple of photos here. How about this? Is this what they're saying the man in black is?
All right.
Is this it?
I mean, looks like a.
Is that it?
Could be a like a human looking thing, or
is this the man in black?
Yeah. Somebody says could be, not it. Chris says not it.
That looks more like a bird to me.
To me, it looks like somebody in a cloak. There's an eye, a very long face, like a cloak or whatever. It's like with a hood. But why there's swirly things?
This looks like a beak right here. This looks like a beak.
Well, to me, it looks like a very stretched face with one eye, like on it, like kind of on the
this
side.
This is the eye right here, right?
No, like the black one, the black eye, like Where's higher. Yeah, there, lower. Yep, there we go.
This right here, you think is an eye?
To me, it looks like a.
I think this yellow thing looks like an eye. You think this looks like an eye? I don't see it. I don't. This looks like an eye here. And it looks like to me like it's swirling, like it's transforming. Yeah. Like it's turning into something, like a crow, like it's a crow.
Could it be that picture where because there's a shot of somebody, what I always think of it as somebody in a doorway. There's like this whitish or rectangle, and there's all black around that. There we go. Yeah, that person. Because the way when you go back, it looks like there's that darkness around that person.
This person drawn in this color anywhere else? That person. Is it this guy? It's not him.
No,
not him. Take a look at him again. He's got brown hair, white skin. It seems like peach skin.
Yeah.
Did we see him anywhere else? That guy.
So like that the one going back to that creature thing, that spinny thing, that creature was in a rectangle,
Wait,
black
rectangle. Are they saying this is the man in black right here on the wall?
Oh.
Is that the man?
Are those crosses?
They are crosses there. Let's see if we can.
All right.
Let's see if we can zoom in on it.
I wonder who drew these. It's so cool.
I know the guy who drew it, actually. So he contacted us. Phil actually contacted Phil on Instagram. And we were gonna get him on the show, but he just doesn't want to come. He said he doesn't want no one to know it's him and stuff.
Okay. Well, that's really cool.
He was gonna come on and stuff. So I mean, maybe that's what they mean by the man in black. Again, I'm not trying to just tell you that there isn't a man in black. I'm just trying to tell you I don't see it. If I see it, then I'll tell you that I see it. Like this is clearly the boy in white.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That's clearly a far away
Extra,
period.
yeah.
This is clearly to me a flood with decapitated bodies all up in it. So that's a white dude.
More pictures there.
Yeah.
Just kind of hidden.
I mean that
Yeah,
maybe that's a better shot at it.
Oh,
right
that's
here.
the other one on the right. Wow, that's a mouth.
That's a big
That's
mouth.
like a big open mouth. Wow. And then there's that picture.
Yeah, here's the guy right here falling
Cemetery.
down the steps. Is that
Yeah.
picture. You can see like it looked like someone was dragging him, but there's nothing there beneath him.
Yeah.
He's got the same body parts in the bottom that this guy has on
Mhm.
the cloak.
That is really cool. That's one artist that's getting quite a recognition there. All these paintings, even the
Okay,
background
let me get this
stuff.
guy to draw me a picture so I can have it for the set. I am.
No, for real. I mean, this is great. This is art. It is art.
I mean, if you want to say this is the man in black, then
wow.
I will go with you. I will say that possibly, if you want to say that that's the man in black, maybe it is. I can't tell you that it's not, but that would be the closest thing that I could see or anything that looks like the man in black. If that's what you want to say, to me, it looks more like a creature with a big mouth. But that's the only thing I could see. I can't see it being anything else from what we see. I mean, I'm going through them with you. I'm trying my best to see it with you.
Well, the only creatures that were drawn in black crayon is this one, and then the one in that picture with those swirly lines going around them, or it.
Yeah.
I think that's all. Well, obviously in that picture in the house, then other ones under the bed or on the stairs, but those are the two pictures that we know of.
These are Eloise's drawings.
Yeah.
Does it look like someone's getting shot here in this picture?
It looks like it, and it does look like a very small gun. It's not like one of those muskets or
somebody with them.
Shotguns. It's a small one, yeah. And
there's
two
a little
people.
tiny gun. It's like pew pew.
And the one in the front with longer hair, right? Could it be a woman maybe with longer hair? I don't remember guys with longer hair.
This looks like what is this? This is a bus of people,
but unhappy people, not very happy, right?
Unhappy people here, but happy people here.
Yeah. Are those the monsters though, walking around?
It could be.
Yeah, and the people in the bus are like, not too thrilled.
That does look like someone's getting shot and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, someone getting. It looks like someone's just like pew pew pew.
Right.
And bucking them down.
And they're running away because the faces and the hands are like kind of moving the other way. Somebody says Christopher. I'm not sure what it relates to, but I saw the name Christopher. Maybe that's when Christopher went crazy.
What is people saying like here? Chim. Let me deal with you real quick. He's saying that we all keep commenting where it is, but he's not saying where are we seeing it? So Chim, I'm gonna sit here because you keep telling me where it is. I haven't seen this comment where it is yet. So I'm gonna sit here right now and I want you to tell me exactly where this is, this man in black, so I can go to it. Because I'm trying. I want you to think that I'm trying to ignore you because I don't see it. Tell me, where is this picture of the man in black? Tell me where it is so I can go to it.
And Ryan says that's Abby going. Or somebody says Abby. No, goodness says Abby going pew-pewing.
It's all right. It's on the page that used to be epic. A dark figure with red eyes is what everyone's seeing. What are we talking that used to be epics? What do you mean? What does that mean?
Well, Epics they had it before, right? Before MGM.
But what do you mean the page that used to be Epics? You mean the web page?
dark figure with red eyes that everyone seemed to be referring to. Okay. Epix took MGM. Okay.
What does that mean? The page that used to be Epix, the website that used to be
The
paid.
official channel page, Miss T says.
Yeah, they changed it.
That's also the missing poster. Oh, it says. The chat is just flying by for me.
There's no Man in Black on the official page. There's no Man in Black. There's no Man in Black on the wanted posters. I mean, I've looked up the wanted posters. No, I've seen them all. There was no Man in Black on them at all. All right, so if someone says that they have it and everything else, then send it to me right now, and I'll pull it up on screen. I'll pull it right up on screen. You send
somebody. It says somebody might need to email it to Tony if they haven't.
You can send it to me. People need to send it to my. Go to my. You can send it to my to Twitter, or you could put it on Twitter right now, and then you can have it up there if you want. And you can just tag me in it and just tell me that you did it, or you can send it to me right now, and I will do it.
We usually definitely can do a deep dive into stuff. That's the.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
I'm
not seeing it. Maybe I haven't showed it, but I haven't seen this Man in Black. Show me this Man in Black. You posted a screenshot from the episode. All right. What screenshot did I post from the episode? I mean, I don't understand what that means.
Baby girl says the boogeyman pic. So they were referring to the scene with the creature kind of like looming over the bed with somebody hiding under it. Is that what you're referring to? It looks like it.
I don't know.
Yeah. But so what would be the purpose? Again, I have not seen Lost, and people are referring to, I'm sure, Men in Black from Lost. I don't know what the meaning of it was for Lost. So what do you think, Tony? If there is that Men in Black, what is the meaning of that for this show?
I don't think there is a Men in Black to believe. So I haven't seen it. This Men in Black thing, I haven't seen it at all. So I don't know what it could be at all. I have to see the picture. I haven't seen it, and I'm just being honest. If I see it, I can
Bo
judge
says you posted it, and then it was when they were in the RV. Again, not telling me much. So again, we just need a pic. If somebody can send
are you saying this right here? Let me see. This picture right here. Is that what it's saying? Is the Man in Black? Is that it?
Yeah, it's Dansky says the guy hiding behind a tree.
This is it right here. This is the picture.
And somebody sent it to you on Instagram.
And people saying no, that's not it. All right, let me look at Instagram and see if this is here. Y'all, let me see. I don't
and somebody says it's a crayon drawing.
Y'all just messing with me, man. There ain't no damn Man in Black. You ain't send me shit. Where's this sent to me? I don't see it. I'm looking. No one sent it to me on Instagram. I'm looking at it right now. Nothing here sent to me.
Luna says it's Victor's drawing. Eamon featured it. Again, I'm just reading. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're referring to, Luna. And others are saying it's a drawing. But again, some people are saying it's a drawing. Some people saying it's the man behind the trees. So it's a mystery at this point.
It's false information going on here.
So for the chat, the Man in Black, I wonder what they mean. Like, what's the purpose of that Man in Black?
I have the picture now.
You got it?
Yeah, I do. Someone sent me the picture. Let me see if I can screenshot this picture. Where did this picture come from? That's
And John says it's how Victor draws Boyd.
I have the picture. I have the picture.
Okay.
We're
Right.
gonna put it up on screen and everything. I gotta go through this whole situation real quick. One second.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No, like we usually when we have a clue, we go into to see where it's from. Like when we look stuff up, it's
it's
yeah.
got so much. I gotta crop it down to
Okay.
actually fit the screen. There's too much black. All right, that's that. And I gotta send it to myself. And I'm gonna save it right in this folder, so that way I can just
Mm-hmm.
pull it right out.
Um, Stacy says that the character has yet to be revealed to us. So maybe that's somebody what they're who they're introducing. Even
Right there.
if they have to come in season 3. I mean, they have to have something for season 3, right? Um, as far as new characters, I don't see them just
All right.
besides the doctors.
And so we saved it here. I have it saved
Yeah.
now. Let's see if we can find it. So now I hear what you're saying. See if it's here. Where did it go? It's here somewhere, not you. There it is. All right. So this
There's
is the
something
picture
there. Yeah.
right there. This is what this
Okay.
like. Now this is the first
Where
time
did
I've
that
ever
come
seen this
from?
picture, and I don't even know where this picture's from. Where was this picture shown in the show?
I don't remember it. I don't.
That
It's very clean. The whiteness behind that creature or whoever it is, it's very nice and clean.
I've
So
never
I
seen this picture ever in the show. I'm not saying it's not there, but I've never seen it at all, not once. So you have to
Hmm.
tell me what episode that this was used in. 'Cause I need to know
Hmm.
the episode that this was it. It was a this was a tweet and
Jess
deleted.
88 says it was tweeted and deleted by the show. And then somebody says in the intro. And others
Not
saying
on
I've
the
never
show.
seen that picture in the show. So yeah, we're kind of split. Like those who follow it in different areas, in different places, platforms, they might have seen it. I don't follow
This
other
is the
stuff.
problem I'm gonna have with this whole situation. You know, I got love for E-Man. E-Man, my man, he came on the show and he could come on anytime. I got love for E-Man. I'm not. What I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. And I'm not saying this ain't the case because it could be. But what I'm saying is this. I done put out. I done went like this, right? Let me get this right. Let me put this on here real quick. I put this picture out here, right here. This one to show you that the boy in white is the same name as Victor, right?
Mhm.
Remember that LMR? I put
Oh
that up
yeah,
there,
yeah,
right?
same name. Mhm.
And E-Man, and then said, well, and I said they deleted it, right?
Mhm.
Epix deleted it after that.
Yeah,
And
but
then
you
all of
got
a
a
sudden it was like,
screenshot. You got it.
and then all of a sudden it was like, oh wow, they deleted it. You can't trust Google. Doesn't mean it's real. Doesn't matter that they deleted it. But now you want me to believe that this is something because they deleted it. Well, how come my shit wasn't nothing when they deleted it? But now all of a sudden this is the truth because they deleted it. You can't have it
Oh.
both ways.
So we know
You
that
have to
they
go
do
both.
stuff and they delete them. We just gotta agree that
You can't have it both ways.
yeah.
When I put that picture up there, eBay
Right.
was like, I told Google, you can't trust Google. Doesn't mean not that they deleted it. But now this shot's up here, and it's like, well, they deleted it, so it has to mean something. Well, then what's the one I just put it there for? It's gotta go both ways. You can't
I'm
do it
not,
just
and
to
I'm not
dictate.
debating if it wasn't deleted. Like on the way I see it, if you showed us the screenshot, I see it as it, it was there and it was deleted. And it wasn't it wasn't an error. It was basically an oops. Like we should not have shown it back then.
Mm-hmm.
So the same way this. again, I don't follow that stuff. I come here to get it. uh,
Well,
so so the, yeah.
and the thing is this: if they put this out there and
Mhm.
they deleted it, then it
Yeah.
means something.
Yeah.
They fucked up by putting it out, and
Yeah.
they delete it. So most
Yeah.
likely, this is a character that we have not seen that they deleted and they put it out too early. Just like they fucked up when they put
What
Victor's name underneath the boy in white. That's who it is. They fucked up then too. They fucked up both of them.
do we know anyone who looks like this? Like no hair? Is it a
No,
monster? We don't see teeth.
it looks like sunglasses, like red sunglasses
Sunglasses.
to me. Like it's a person wearing red sunglasses in the shadow.
To me, that person looks like either no hair and no teeth, like no hair and no teeth, like just eyes, like something like really
Yeah,
sticking out the eyes.
it seems like it. I would say it's in the shadow.
Mm,
Like it's a shadow of a person. Like they're
yeah.
in and they're saying showing their silhouette, and that it's basically is just the red eyes is all you can see from the silhouette. But no, if they had this picture up and they deleted it and took it down, that means they fucked up and put it out there. So I would that's what it
Um,
means. That's what I think because that's what
so,
I think it is what it is.
somebody mentioned it's a different topic.
You were saying the photo was still on Instagram, Don. What photo?
Hmm.
What link is this that shows the photo
Oh,
on Instagram? What do you mean? This
mm,
photo was on Instagram? I don't know what they mean. What photos on Instagram?
I think this photo.
Yeah,
Yeah, and RC says I've never seen this person in the real in the series. Yeah, I have not. Um, I don't know anybody who fits that description. I mean, the doctor is bold, not the doctor, the nurse or whoever that was when Tabitha woke up is bold. Like, I think he had like no either shaved head or bold, either way. But that's it. I don't remember anybody else who was, bold or shaved
all right.
head.
So people are showing Coco Lopez sent me a whole big picture here of a collage of pictures. So it's seen. All right, I see it now. It is there. It was in the show. It was. It was inside of the. It's inside of the truck that Victor was there when he went inside that truck.
Oh, he had his pictures. See, I didn't think about that.
Yes,
He
and
had
it's
pictures
inside
there.
that truck. And now I can see it where it was
Mhm.
at. Yes, so it was in the show, 100%. It was inside that truck in there, and
Hmm.
I didn't catch it. There's 1,000 pictures there, but it's a
That's
really
actually
good shot.
kinda cool to look into. I'm gonna have to get to that episode and see what else he's got there.
Yeah, that's a
More
really good
clues.
get. I'll give him 100% props for that one because I didn't catch that picture and everything, not at all, and everything else. I didn't actually break down all the pictures to catch it, but I did not
Mhm.
catch it regardless. So good cat got by E-Man on that one 100%. And everyone else, you know what I mean? So yes, that if you want to say this is the Man in Black, then I can't tell you it's not the Man in Black. I would not tell you it's not the Man in Black at all. It definitely looks like there's something going on here with this dude.
The way I'm looking at it is from the perspective of being experimented
How he
on.
got that from
Like,
that picture, I don't know. That
yeah.
that is because the picture that shows on the wall doesn't show it with red eyes at all.
So it's been edited?
It
Or
looks
is it
like
just
it.
a different, lighting was in the
It looks at a
van?
different angle or something because this
Mm,
picture here does not show with red eyes.
hmm.
It's
Maybe
just
it was
black,
cleaned up a
just
little
straight
bit.
black. Could have been.
'Cause
It
the
just
way
show
it's shown here, it's like I said, the pages are completely, like, white, clean. There's no hint of anything else, so it did not look like, one of the drawings that Victor did. But the way I'm looking at this person, the way I would see it being drawn is like if this person
somebody.
is, like, leaning over somebody, and that somebody sees them in a shadow, that person, like, whatever they have on their face, their eyes are, like, either they have something on their face to light up their eyes, as an experiment. Again, in the darkness, that's the shadow we can see.
I mean, there's a bunch
Um,
of people in this picture we have not seen, or
oh,
things we have not seen in here. A lot of it. Another spider in there.
so on a whole truckload.
Again, he has the gun. His gun is in the picture on top of the thing. He has
Mm,
a picture of that. He has a picture of a Ferris wheel. Looks like in there too.
So I wonder if these are drawings from Victor, because the ones from Eloise are hidden in the trunk of the car, and these he would not just post the pictures from his sister out there like that. He hid
Yeah,
the pictures.
yeah. So if y'all was saying that this was the Man in Black, then I did not see this. Then I definitely agree. That I can't tell you that this isn't the Man in Black. So it does look like he's he's black. He's shadowed, and he has red
Mhm.
eyes. In the picture I'm looking at, doesn't seem like he has red eyes, but it could just be the angle from it
Mm.
and everything else. So yeah, who is this guy? What is he doing, and what's going on there? But we have, we don't know. But again, Victor says he
Mhm.
draws stuff that he's already seen, so he remembers it, and that's the reason
Mm.
why he's drawing. So he's seeing this guy. But who is this guy? Could it be Martin in Shadows? And that's what he looked like to him when he was crazy. It could be. We'll see. You know what I mean, when it's all said and done. So we
Yeah.
gotta go. So yeah, that definitely is. I didn't see that photo in there at all. So it's good for email and everything else. But still, I still think that they messed up with the casting and putting that out there.
That's for next season, probably. Hopefully, a lot of these pictures, and I wonder if a lot of them we've already seen happen or being referred to, and some of them will still come in to
Yeah,
play.
y'all think y'all got
Flashback.
jokes in this chat with your alien. You think you're funny. Yeah, I see you. You think you got jokes. I see you think you're funny. You're not, though. You're not funny. I'm funny. I know it's funny when I hear it. And that's me. I can't. Yeah, you keep your jokes going. You keep it going. I can't wait, boy. Because when it comes true, I'm gonna be up in y'all asses. I'm gonna be up that ass. I promise you. Every one of you. I got receipts for all your asses. I'm coming for all your asses. I'm gonna be up in your ass like a hemorrhoid up in that motherfucker.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah, y'all gonna see it. Y'all gonna see it.
Oh.
God damn. I'm gonna be up in that motherfucker. I'm gonna be up in it. I'm in there. Let me see the super chat here. Luna says, "Do you think we'll see Eloise in season 3?" Elmar, do you think we'll see Eloise in season 3?
I'm trying to actually speak over my dog who's making lots of noises over there. And Louise, I would love to see her, but maybe, as in not just not only the moment she leaves, but a little bit more before that. So we are, I mean, at least I am kind of emotionally moved by her like running away and all that stuff, but I'd love to see something with her before, maybe like their trip or how they got stuck there. So a little bit of glimpse, like a bit of a glimpse of that, not just okay, she ran off and she died, or did something happen to her.
Yeah. There's no proof that Eloise is dead. I think that when it comes down to
Mhm.
it, she took that lunch pail for a reason. They didn't just give it to her to throw it away. If she has that lunch pail, so that'll be proof right there, right? If she has that lunch pail,
But what do you mean Eloise had a lunch pail?
no. So when she leaves
Oh,
Victor gets in the
Tabitha.
car tree, Tabitha,
Oh,
he
sorry, I
gives
thought you
her.
said Eloise.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, I'm talking about Eloise, but
Okay.
I'm saying that Victor gives Tabitha the lunch pail.
Yes.
So if she runs into Eloise as an adult,
Oh,
that would give proof that, hey, I
something.
was with your brother.
Yeah.
This was his lunch pail.
Yeah.
And Eloise would never recognize the lunch pail. It also gives proof that where
Yeah.
she was at is true. You know what
So
I
some
mean?
of the items that she kept, that strange coat that she had on that I've never seen before,
Mhm.
was getting cold, so she was ready for the trip because she didn't know what to expect. He gave her the stuff to not be hungry, not to be thirsty. And if any of those items, and especially like I said, that lunchbox or lunch pail, if we have that would be a cool thing. Not just even because my thought was to see people from Ville, when she wakes up. That would be really cool. But if we see an item like that, recognizable item, that would be even probably better at that point.
Yeah, and everything. RC99 came to the party late. I love your show. And people saying, oh, an apology for email. What do I have to apologize for? What did I do? Did I say something bad about E-Man? Did I need to apologize, Lamar, to him? Did I say something
You
bad
were
about
just comparing, saying that if I don't know what happened. Like if he says that was debating the fact that you had a screenshot of something that they
him?
deleted, but then
Yeah,
he had a screenshot of what they might have deleted it. Why would it not be both
yeah, it's
ways
got
or
to go both
something?
ways. That's what I said. I didn't say anything bad about him. I didn't say anything about it. Y'all just trying to start trouble. That's what's going on. Yeah, I
Like
see it now.
the way I see, like if somebody says they deleted it, I'm not debating that because I don't know if they deleted or not. I'm trusting that person that they might have deleted, especially if I experienced something that
These
somebody
dudes
deleted.
trying to start beef. That's what they doing. I know y'all internet fuckers what y'all like to do. Everybody like to see stuff and want to witness stuff, but don't want to be up in it. Everybody wants to be a spectator. But no, me and E-Man's cool. That's my peoples, you know what I mean? We got nothing but love for him and the rest of the people covering the show, you know what I mean? So I gave him mad respect for pulling that out there and finding that. I didn't see that one at all. So yeah, if you want to say that that's the Man in Black that this dude was talking about, then I would agree with you. I'm not agreeing that it is, but I'm saying I could understand exactly why you would think that is.
And I wonder if they cannot well, technically they cannot delete it from the show because it's in a truck or trailer, right? But they might have posted, I don't know, I'm just guessing, they might have posted it somewhere on wherever, and they might have taken it down because it was giving us too many hints. They might have taken that down, but they cannot, like, well, technically, because we've seen it, or people might have recorded portions of it, so they see it in the truck already, so that cannot be taken down.
Exactly. Now it's in there, and they put it in there for a reason. You know, they put that picture. That picture does mean something. Again, you know what I mean. Is there a lot of other things going in there and stuff like that? There's a lot of pictures in there. Are they all gonna pan out every picture? No. But could that one do that? It could be. It's definitely like that. Who are you, Scraggo toupee shot? Is that toupee shot? You in my DMs? Are you saying you got beef with me? All right, you know what that means for you, right? You know what that means for you, Scraggo. All right. If you want to, you try to get live with me and stuff, you know what that means, Scraggo. You know what's good. We all know what Scraggo's got to go. We all know where you got to go, Scraggo.
The box.
We know. I have to set this up for you, Scraggo. All right. You know what's about to happen.
Is it the silent bugs?
Oh,
The bugs
yep.
of silence?
You know what Scraggo's got. It's so many things here.
Oh,
Oh, there you
bugs animation.
go. All right. Scraggo.
Coco,
Scraggo.
bye.
You know where you gotta go. Your ass has got no choice but to go up in the box.
The pain, the pain. Oh my, that
Scraggo.
moment. When you come back from it, tell us how it was.
Bye bye, Scraggo. That's
The
no
blue box.
Yeah, throw his ass in the box. In my DMs. Don't be in my DMs, motherfucker.
Now be careful. I'm assuming be careful opening them because we never know what we're gonna find in there.
Exactly. Don't be in my DMs like that, man. Unless you're a woman. There no men be up in my DMs. There's no need to be up in there.
Oh,
There ain't no need for that shit. Yeah. Anyway, you know, listen. Where I put you in the box is not. It's not permanent. It's just a timeout. I could permanently put you in the box. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it to somebody unless they really messing with me. You know what I mean? But I'll put you in a. It's just a temporary thing, and that's just what it is and stuff. So that's just the way it goes and everything. All right, Elamar. So we have
yes.
delved into this. We're going to get off this stream now. 306 people watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for your boy and the lady and the dime. We'll be back, and I'll be back on Friday, and I'm going to have that YouTuber join me. I'm forgetting his name and stuff. That's following me. and stuff. He be texting me on something else. Man, I forgot his damn name channel. My man, this dude, Real Enigma. Real Enigma. We're gonna have him on Saturday or Friday. We'll have. What the hell is that beeping in here? Do I have a phone in this room? I hear it vibrating and shit, but
I know it's not me. Oh. So it's not your phone?
it's not coming from this phone. Maybe it's coming from somewhere else.
I hear it again.
You
That's
did
so
heard it,
weird.
right?
Yeah, like buzz, buzz. What's up?
Where the hell's that coming from?
I have no idea. Oh, Ryan says DMs are blowing up.
What the hell's going on?
Well,
No,
somebody probably is knocking from that box. They're trying to get out.
that's what's going on, these motherfuckers. Here in the box, fucking with me.
It's a mystery buzzing. It's a mystery device, Tony.
Something's going on here. I don't know. I don't know where that is coming from. That sound. I really don't. I may have like the feds up in here or something. Bugging me and shit.
No,
Something's going
it's
on. Now I'm gonna have
too.
to sweep the room and shit when I get. I'm gonna have to sweep the whole room and everything else. You know, something's going on here. I'll be back. Real Enigmas Friday. He'll be rocking with me. We'll be on Friday night. We'll talk more about season 2 and everything else. Should be Escaping From podcast with Phil Sunday. We still should be doing it. You know what I mean? We'll figure that out and everything else and all that. Maybe it's the lawyers calling me again. Maybe they're calling me again. And all that good stuff and all that, you know, but it is what it is.
Sean says it's cicadas. Well, they should be quiet now, right? After this.
They should be, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, and all that good stuff. Something's going on. Yeah, but real Enigmas, he'll be on here on Friday, right? So we'll have him on here and everything else, and we'll have him. And so make sure you're here Friday night, probably about 8 o'clock or so. We'll rock it and stuff, and all that good stuff. And we'll think of the next show to get on. Silo is already over, so it makes no sense to do that. But we'll have him on here too because he always wants a challenge. We talk that ish about theories and everything else and all that good stuff. So we'll put it to the test. All right. Thank you. Canelo is not the GOAT. We'll see. He's finally going to take on a real challenge, and we'll see what happens when he fights Charlo in September. We'll see exactly what happens and everything else. All right, I got nothing but love for all y'all and everything else. Got love for y'all. Thank you for making this #1 show for the fans by the fans. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and of course, subscribe. Maybe we should go out like we used to go out and everything. All right, and of course, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace.
And stay sexy.